thank you all for being here today. We're extremely excited, absolutely thrilled to embark on, it wasn't that long ago, we celebrated the 100-year anniversary of Neyland Stadium. What does the next 100 years look like? And that's what today's all about. Y'all have heard me talk about big-time aspirations here. This is a big day for our university, for our athletics department, certainly for our football program, our football stadium, our fan experience here. But we're constantly looking for ways to generate revenue, thread the needle between being innovative and finding ways where we can look a little bit like pro sports, but also understand the history and the pageantry of college athletics, certainly here more than anywhere else in the country, and with this iconic building. So we've done a lot of things to try to move the needle and increase our resource base, to move the needle in our corporate sponsorship space and everything that we do, and we're going to continue to have our foot on the accelerator as we work to build the best athletic department in the country. I've still not found a reason why we can't do that here in Knoxville. We have every intention of doing that. I won't bore you with all the metrics that you all know about that's been accomplished here for the last few years, but we are as excited as ever with what can be accomplished here. And about 3.5 years ago, I think it was my first month on the job, we had renderings and we had blueprints and all sorts of things for a Neyland Stadium project that just needed to be pressed go. And maybe I was young and dumb enough to do it without knowing how we're going to pay for it all. But in all seriousness, we built a business plan on how we're going to get this project going as quickly as possible. But we knew all along we needed a lead corporate partner for the short and the long term for the viability of this stadium. And it's a $337 million project. The vast majority of the improvements to this stadium are for our fan experience. We have the best fans in all of sport, not just college. They've proven that time and time again. Neyland Stadium is sold out with a waiting list of 15,000 strong. Our basketball is sold out. Baseball, softball sold out. I'm not sure there's another school in the country that can has that kind of support across the board from our fans. They show up on the road. They show up here in Knoxville like no other. So we will not take them for granted. We are investing in their experience. That's what this is about. Neyland Stadium is iconic. It's historical. It's an unbelievable building. But it can get a little more comfortable. The fan experience can get a little better. We know that we need to improve on that, and we're working to do that every day. So when I first met Adam Wright just a little over a year ago, his wife Sabrina, they moved here to Knoxville, and the new leadership at Pilot, in talking about the next chapter, not only for Tennessee and Tennessee football, but Pilot, and how we can work together to make this happen for our community, for our fans. And so I think today is about two historic brands in Knoxville coming together. And what I've been thinking about a lot this week is if Tennessee athletics is thriving and if Pilot is thriving, the community in Knoxville and East Tennessee is thriving. And we can provide value to all of our corporate partners, certainly at this level, with national exposure and national value. And we can work together to make this an even better place to live as we move forward. When we're playing football games, when we're having concerts, and with some of the other stuff we're working on, really 365 days a year. So excited to move forward with this announcement and with the long-term partnership with Tennessee Athletics, with Neyland Stadium, and with Pilot. And really appreciate you guys all coming together today. Go Vols!
It's now my pleasure to introduce Pilot CEO Adam Wright.
Good afternoon. Everybody hear me okay? Awesome. Well, first, a big thank you to everyone who's helped make this possible. Obviously, Dondi, Danny, can't see Ryan. Stand here, tip your toes, Ryan, for me. There you are. I see you, Ryan. Intersport, Vol Network, everyone associated with Tennessee athletics, and then obviously all the team members at Pilot who show up to serve 1.2 million people every single day. My wife, Sabrina, and I, very honored, very proud to now call Knoxville home. And from the moment we first arrived, we realized that this is a very special place to live and work, in large part because the University of Tennessee its world-class athletic programs, and its amazing fans. As part of a new leadership team at Pilot in this new world of college sports, we found it important to really step in and do two things. Ensure the iconic names and history of Neyland Stadium and Shields-Watkins Field were preserved in this new era, and also to demonstrate to the community that Pilot is here to stay for the long term and that we're going to be a meaningful partner in supporting the organizations and institutions that makes Knoxville, East Tennessee unique. At Pilot, we're focused on showing people they matter at every turn, and we're doing that by creating exceptional experiences for our customers, upgrading our facilities, and innovating for the future. And that lines up so well with how Danny and the UT leadership are thinking about their strategic plans. And so it was obvious to us right away we have a very similar story to tell, and it would be wise to start telling that story together. And so preserving the history and the legacy and the traditions of Tennessee athletics and sports while helping UT prepare for and innovate for the future just made good common sense. Speaking of people, I know that Neyland Stadium and sports generally bring people together from really all walks of life, all corners of the country, literally all parts of society. And we're proud to be able to be a part of that type of catalyst for humanity. And I think there's no place better and who does it bigger and with more passion and with more determination and with more unity than Vol Nation. And so for everyone who's a fan, who's coming from across the country to come to Neyland, we're excited to fuel your journey. If you're going anywhere in life, we're here for you, we get you, and we're just proud to be a part of preserving the iconic namesakes, the great traditions, and the rich history of Tennessee. So it takes a team, and my team has advised me very clearly not to try to lead us in singing Rocky Top, and so I've taken that under advisement. But they did say I could say go Vols, and see you out here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Adam, thank you. That concludes the speaking portion here inside today. Media members, if you want to head outside to your right, we'll do a quick photo op on the field, followed by some brief media availability with both Adam and Danny. Thanks again, everybody, for attending.